Hello. Right.
When we came, obviously when you did it last time, we went to the bank and we contacted our head office, and they said, well, if they could be banked, that's fine. We went to 4 different banks, and they wouldn't take them. In Bank in Tiverton to actually bank them. So when we phoned up and found out some information, they said, as a retailer, commemorative coins, although legal tender, do not have to be taken as a form of payment, because they're basically limited on the amount of banks that will take them and bank them. Our bank in Tesco won't allow us to bank them, so what we had to do is change them with our things. So what we said to, when the head office said to us to inform anybody who's trying to use commemorative coins as legal tender, is that although they are legal tender, we don't have to accept them as proof of, as a form of payment. So obviously we'll accept them again today, because obviously we weren't able to tell you that last time. We said we needed to find out, didn't we, last time when you came in? And then basically what we would do then is we can take them, we'll have to go and find the same bank, swap them over with some money that we've got in store, but we don't have to take them. So we're just advising you that you cannot use your £2 coins in here.
£20.
Sorry, £20 coins after today. But
interestingly, £2 coins used to be commemorative.
I know, exactly, and then they were made proper legal tender. But the
no, they are legal tender. There's no proper legal tender.
Well, no, as in
there's just legal tender.
Yeah, but what I'm to inform you that basically, if you do try and use them again, we don't have to accept them, and we can't accept them because our bank doesn't take them. So we just want to let you know that for next time.
What are you going to do when I do it next time then?
We will report you to the police because we've already told you verbally. I've got a witness here that's verbally. I don't want to be funny about it, but I'm just telling you.
Yeah, but how's that going to go? Because I'll take it to the national media.
That's perfectly fine. That's no problem.
I'll take it to the national media.
We're already aware of the situation, and we found that from our legal situation, we know that we don't have to take commemorative coins. It's stated in there. Lots of retailers don't take commemorative coins because banks sometimes don't take commemorative coins as legal tender to bank. These are national banks that are up in town that basically would not take our £2 coin, the £20 coin from you.
To be honest, I don't really care what the banks think. They're bringing the country to ruin anyway, aren't they?
Well, that's the thing. I'm not able to politics conversation with you.
Have you tried taking them to the post office?
Sorry?
Have you tried?
We tried taking them all around. I'm not sure whether to the post office, but we don't. We went to go and bank them with our own bank. Our own bank, the one that Tesco uses to bank their money, don't take them. And we went to about 4 different banks in town, and they wouldn't take them. We had to go to the last bank where we swapped it with some social committee money, and that's the only way we could do it. So we're just informing you, when we spoke to our legal department, we don't have to take commemorative coins. And it says it on there, you do not have to take, even though they're legal tender, we don't have to take commemorative coins as proof of payment.
The thing is, is when I've got my diesel in the car, I owe you the money now, don't I?
We'll take it today, because we've not been able to tell you this last time. So what I'm doing, I'm telling you verbally now. So what we'll do is, obviously, we take your registration down. I'm asking you is before you actually before you start putting money into your thing, just to let you know, you are aware of this situation, and I have a witness here just to let you know. So I'm not trying to be awkward. I'm just trying to say we can't take £20 coins as legal tender, as our legal tender to bank. So we can't take those anymore. We'll take them today because we'll have to find this bank to actually.
I know that you can take them to the post office and.
Well, that's fine, but we've not got the facility to keep going up into town and swapping them over and doing stuff like that.
I'm not being funny, but that's not my problem. How you dispose of them.
I'm telling you, this verbally now. If you come back and you purposely fill your tank with the understanding, we've got a verbal witness here saying that you're £20 coins, we will call the police. And I don't want to do that. You're not a malicious type of person.
No,
I'm just saying to you, this is
my gripe is that they're made by the authority.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's given the legislation and the law to, and they also tell people that they're legal tender, so they are £20 coins. They are to the value of £20. Yeah, and yet when I come to spend them, right, people like yourself or Tesco's, because that's who you're. Hang on.
Have you spent them anywhere else?
No, I just like picking on Tesco's.
Yeah, just picking on Tesco. Yeah. Well, I can see that because I knew that with the dirty money stuff. So I know you do this on purpose for that sort of purpose. So
but you also rejected all my metal detecting coins, didn't you?
Calmly, what I'm going to say to you is that we will not accept £20 coins. I'll accept them today, because obviously we've not been able to tell you that verbally last time. I'll accept them today, but if you do use them after today, we will have to call the authorities about it.
What do you think they're going to do? They're going to
basically say you've been warned already, and I have a witness here
I know, but the trouble is, right?
Can I ask you why you are being awkward? Is it something we've done?
No, not really.
I just wondered why you would particularly pick out Tesco. I mean, I work for Tesco, but I worked for other companies before. I mean, are you maliciously going around different companies and saying, I'm going to annoy them today, or I'm going to annoy these today?
No, just annoy you.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I used to shop at.
I'm not going to have much more of a conversation, but I'll allow you to pay for them today. That's no problem at all. But this is a verbal statement to you to say we will not accept £20 coins after today.
So next time when the police come, right, they're going to say, well, what's going on? He owes you 90 quid, does he?
Yeah.
Yep. and he's offering to pay you with these, which are legal tender, and so they're fit for the purpose of paying off a debt, they're explicitly by law the exact requirement for payment of the debt.
Well, the other option
you don't have to accept other things,
the other
do you?
option I've got,
You don't have to accept a cheque, you don't have to accept anything else, but you do have to accept legal tender. If you went to court about it, the court would say he has to pay you in legal tender.
These are the banks here that are telling us we do not have to accept commemorative coins as part of payment.
You've been misinformed, haven't
well,
you?
these are the banks telling us. So
but
at the end of the day, I'm only, I've tried to come over and be polite, but obviously you've been damn awkward about it.
No, I'm not being awkward, and I am being polite. I'm not being.
Another option.
I'm being polite.
We don't service fuel.
Ever.
So they won't authorise a pump if you're going to say that every time you're going to pay with a £20 coin.
Yeah, well, maybe not this branch, but then I'll go to another branch, won't I?
Well, then we'll inform all the branches then, and report you.
If you have such an issue with the £20 coins spending you in here, why don't you go to the post office and swap them over? Because they probably won't swap them. So why don't you take them and swap them for £20 notes?
No,
if
because
they're legal tender, what difference does it make if it's a £20 coin or a £20 note to them?
no, because my bone of contention is that you should
you want
accept
to be
them.
awkward with us?
Well, I'm not being awkward.
No, you just said you did. You just said you were trying to be. So
yeah, right, I'm being awkward.
Yeah.
I'm being
I'm
polite as well.
there.
I'm not being rude. I'm being polite.
yeah, so am
In
I.
fact,
I'm
in fact, I like you
because
because you come out with a nice smiley face.
exactly.
Whereas other staff, I find are quite rude and offensive.
Do you sometimes think you're trying to wind people up? Do you not think there are some people in this world that when you wind them up will get really defensive, and there are some people who will wind you up which will have a bit of a smirk and a humour with you because at the end of the day it's a big company, maybe that's what you're winding up. But actually what you're doing is winding individuals. These are the people that work for Tesco. You're winding the company up, and I can see that's your choice to do that. But these are people who live in Tiverton, that have home lives, and you're actually trying to pick on them.
No, I'm not trying to pick on them.
That's how it seems sometimes.
I'm a customer, aren't I? And I've come and bought my.
You're a customer of Tesco. You're trying to wind Tesco up with this. You're actually annoying the individuals that may live and work in the same town as you.
Look, I've come and bought my goods, right, and I'm paying for them with lawful money.
Yeah.
And hang on, don't interrupt me all the time, please. And I get a lot of abuse and threats of phoning the police and stuff like that.
That's our process. If someone can't pay for their fuel, which obviously we're not going to accept your £10
But I can.
coin, Tesco's are not going to accept them, then our process is to phone the police and they recover the money.
This is the fourth time I've done this, right? So the first time I did it was with money that I found metal detecting, all lawful money, pound coins and 50p's and stuff, but tarnished, right? Hang on.
It's fit for purpose.
Doesn't matter, it's still lawful money, right? The second time was changed, yeah, all brand new coins, and I was refused service then, and you phoned the police, and the police turned up and said, what are you talking about? He's paying with coins, they're lawful money, right? The third time I came in and offered to pay with these, and he jumped up and down and made a fuss with it, and the fourth time I'm coming in to pay with these. All the time, they're lawful legal money that the state produces and is fit for paying a debt.
As Rob's explained, it's not something Tesco's are going to accept.
Well, it's not for you to decide.
If you want to be really annoying, why don't you go to the bank that we use, like a national bank, and say to them, change these up.
They won't.
You choosing not to change them up because I know why you do not to change them up.
No, I'm actually buying these with £20 notes. So why would I?
If you're having difficulty purchasing products with them, why? That doesn't make any sense at all.
No, not to you it doesn't, but it does to me.
It's to wind the company up.
So the only other option is that we don't you won't be able to fuel up here.
Right, let's make a final statement here. Okay, I accept them today, no problem. If you're on the papers, but we will not accept them after today. If you try and use them after today, I've verbally informed you that you're not allowed to take them. If you try and use them, we will have to inform the authorities to basically that you are going against the rules that we're trying to do.
Yeah, but you don't make the rules.
No, but the bank does.
No,
the bank does make the rules.
No, yeah, well, which bank are you on about? Barclays or something like that?
I can't remember which one. We tried 4 different banks.
Have you tried Bank of England then? Because the Bank of England are the one that makes the rules.
We're not going to run up to the Bank of England.
No, but the Bank of England are the one that make the rules, not some cashier at Barclays.
Every bank we tried to bank these coins with would not accept them.
So have you still got them then?
They don't recognise them as retail legal tender for us. They are legal tender in the eyes of a commemorative coin, but they said the retailer does not have to take a commemorative coin as form of payment. Simple as that.
Yeah. Right? Have you still got them then?
We had to swap them over with one bank that did accept them that we don't bank with.
So you are saying that you can bank them now?
One bank, but the process
that we have to do.
Well, you took one to each bank, did you? And only one of them would accept them.
We went around 4 banks in Tivy, honestly. We went up into town and nobody would take them.
Well, come on in, let's go and do it.
Yeah, you can do. We'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, I don't want to be awkward about this. I don't know. I don't know why you think about this.
Right, what are they made out of?
Well, I don't know. Probably. They're unusually light, aren't they? Do you think they're unusually
No,
light?
they're unusually heavy.
I thought they were lighter than the
What do you think they're made of then?
Probably silvery, copper inside, they're plated.
No,
No idea.
they're made of pure silver, aren't they?
That's right, but I'm just saying to you, we can't accept the master today because we don't have a facility to actually do it. And as we're told by the bank, we kind of do not accept the master coin as a form of payment. That's what it's told us.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that.
It's your choice. I mean, you
Right.
can be as awkward as you want, but I'm trying to be
I'm not being awkward.
polite. Well, you said yourself, as you sat in your car, yes, you are trying to be. So you said it in your mouth, take it with
Yeah.
that. So.
No, you are being polite, and I'm being polite
Yes,
too.
I'm right. I said I'm
I'm
not
being
cold,
awkward.
not basically.
You might think it's posing an awkward problem, but I'm not being awkward to you personally.
Well, you're making me come out and have to explain
Let's
something.
put a coat on, really. You get cold like
Yeah,
that.
no, it is quite cold today, yeah. Alright, thank you.
Started Wednesday this week, but we've been building your points
Thanks.
against
Do you want my club card again?
resources. That's why. No, nobody did. I didn't know until Wednesday.
What, these 20 pound each, are they?
They are £20 coins.
That's 100 then, yeah.
There you go. Lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. I will speak.
Thank you.
See you next time then. With my £20 coin.
Well, that's them next time.
Right. Thank you.